Rampant. Do you know how that came into being? Anybody here know about this, a Lion Rampant? Well, I'm going to tell you. See, the man that founded Arbroath Abbey was William the Lion, the longest reigning king in Scotland. He was King of Scots for 50 years. 50 years, when Scotland was a peaceful kingdom. Now, William the Lion stood well over 6 feet tall, very strong guy with red flowing hair. And he chose as his armorial bearing a red lion rampant. It said that he had the courage of a lion. Now, way back in the day, Scotland used to extend all the way down to Newcastle. Believe it or not, it did. One of the earlier kings of England, King Stephen, actually signed documents to say that Scotland extended all the way down to Newcastle. So William the Lion decided to try and reclaim all the land at the north of England, which he claimed was part of Scotland. So with an army of Scots he invaded England, and unfortunately he was at the head of the army. You never see kings of England at the head of the army. He was at the head of the Scottish army, and his horse was speared and he was captured by the English. And he was taken all the way down to London and put in the Tower of London. He was held captive for many years by Henry, King of England. But when Henry died, guess what, folks? Who took over as king but Richard the Lionheart? Isn't that strange? Richard the Lionheart. He brought in the 3 lions. Some folks say it was leopards, but it was 3 lions. He brought in 3 lions as the armorial bearing for England. I think it's incredible that round about the same time, both the origins of these flags, the Scottish flag and English flag, were round about the same time. Now, Richard the Lionheart didn't give a rat's arse about Scotland or anywhere else. He was only interested in going out to fight in the Crusades. Now, England was skint at that time. They usually are skint. So they had to get money from somewhere. And the only place they could get money from was poor old Scotland. So they decided that they would allow our king, King William, to come back to Scotland in payment of 10,000 merks. Now that was the currency, folks. That was the currency of Scotland at the time. 10,000 merks. 10,000 merks. And they were gold, these coins. 10,000 golden coins, 10,000 merks. That's what was paid to England so that they could go and fight in the Crusades. And at the same time, we're getting great response today, guys. At the same time, an agreement was made. Now listen to this. Richard the Lionheart put in writing that Scotland was a separate kingdom and they would not invade Scotland because he didn't want any fighting going on while he was going off to fight in the Crusades. So, another case. How many times have they done this to us, folks? Said it's okay for Scotland to be free and then go back on their bloody promises. Anyway, as I say, the Lion Rampant was, the origin of it is from William the Lion. Now if you go up to Arbroath Abbey, William the Lion is actually buried in Arbroath Abbey. And they've actually got the bloody cheek to charge you to get into Arbroath Abbey. That should be free for every one of us Scots to get in and see the tomb of one of Scotland's greatest kings, William the Lion. So that's a wee history lesson. William the Lion, King of Scots for over 50 years. He was crowned King of Scots on Christmas Eve, 1165. Thanks very much for listening, folks. I'm now going to ask David Llewellyn to come up and give us a speech. You there, David?